So, what is the worst thing that you have ever said to someone?
Was it during an argument with your spouse or a fight with your sibling?
How about when a cop pulled you over for imitating a police car and flashing your high beams at other drivers?
You told him that you were just trying to get their attention, so you could ask them out on a date. What was their reaction?
Did they laugh?
Let you off with a warning? Or did they see right through your flimsy excuse and hit you with a hefty fine for imitating a law enforcement officer?
In this next scenario, the protagonist finds himself in a much more dire situation.
The protagonist is being interrogated by the police for a crime he swears he didn't commit.
The officers know that he's lying, but they aren't sure what he's hiding.
He's either lying about the crime or he's lying about something else. So they start playing mind games with him, keeping him guessing about whether or not they believe his story. They tell him that they know he's hiding something and that they know he's lying, but they don't know what.
They ask him if he wants to confess to the crime, but they won't press charges if he admits that he was just trying to protect his friend.
They tell him that his friend is already in custody and that he should just come clean so he can protect himself. The protagonist starts to panic and he begins to confess. He tells them that he was there, but he swears that he didn't do it.
The cops cut him off and tell him that they know that he did it.
They say that they have evidence that he was the one who did it.
Even though he swears that he didn't, they tell him that they just want him to admit that he was there,
but that they won't press charges if he confesses. They say that they have witnesses that can place him at the scene of the crime, but they won't tell him who or what their names are. They keep him guessing, and they keep him on edge. They tell him that they're almost done, but then they start asking him questions about the crime. He tries to deny involvement, but they keep pushing him. They tell him that they know he's guilty and that he should just come clean, but they won't press charges if he confesses. But why would the police do this? Why would they play these kinds of games with someone they suspect of a crime?
There are a few reasons why they might do this.
First, they may be trying to break down the suspect's defenses and make him more likely to confess.
By making him think that they know he's lying, they're putting pressure on him to confess.
Second, they may be trying to gauge the suspect's reaction and body language to see if they can get a confession.
If the suspect becomes agitated or starts to sweat, the cops know that he's lying and it gives them reason to keep pressing him.
Third, they may simply be trying to obtain a confession because they believe that the suspect is guilty.
They may not have enough evidence to charge him yet, but they hope that he will eventually break down and confess. So what would you do in this situation? Would you confess or would you remain silent? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this type of content, please subscribe.